And shipmates, welcome to the retirement ceremony of Senior Chief Aviation Electronics Technician Richard Staszak. I am Chief Romero, and I will be your Master of Ceremonies for today's ceremony. Today we will honor and witness the military closure to a portion of Senior Chief Staszak's life that has been a gratifying and rewarding career of naval service. The retirement ceremony is the nation's expression of appreciation for a job well done, a sincere official recognition of a long period of faithful and honorable service. We also honor his family for their support and dedication. They have dealt with a multitude of challenges during their Navy journey. We gratefully honor the family's courage and steadfastness and offer our best as they begin a new life. The ceremony you are about to see is a time-honored tradition of naval service. The ceremony itself has changed over the years as the Navy has evolved from predominantly seagoing commands to both sea and shore command. Tradition has it the commanding officer would say a few words about our shipmate. Fellow shipmates would then provide gifts. Our shipmate would have an opportunity to make their own closing comments. Following these comments, the retiree would request permission to go ashore and then would be piped ashore, thus closing 20 years of distinguished service to the U.S. Navy. Thank you, Captain. Please feel free to take pictures at any time during the ceremony, except during the playing of the National Anthem. Will the military guests please rise for the singing of the National Anthem? Military personnel, please cover and remain covered for the duration of the ceremony. Again, good afternoon. I would like to welcome Captain Hepstall, Command Master Chief Streven, family, friends, and shipmates to this special occasion marking the retirement of Senior Chief Richard Staszak. At this time, I would like to introduce our presiding officer, Captain Hepstall, Commanding Officer, Center for Naval Aviation Technical Training.
All right. Hey, you can hear me now. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Captain.
So, thanks for the opportunity to do this. So, friends, family. So, I want to recognize his wife, Kristen, who's standing behind me. his son Ransom, his daughter Camden. The dad, I met Dad there somewhere or another, Stephen, and then the mother Nancy. So friends, family, everyone else. So thanks, welcome. So for me, this is a unique opportunity. I've never done one in the rain before, so that makes it kind of fun, though, really. But it's good to see so much family and friends here to support. So for me, again, my comments today, so just to kind of set the playing field, stem from our conversation yesterday afternoon. So without further ado, here it goes. So for those of you who don't know much about Senior Staszak, so he started out, he went to boot camp there at Great Lakes. Then while at boot camp, they decided he was going to be an AT. So as an AT, he came to Pensacola, he went to school, and then after going to school there, they sent him to additional training. So he went to what was called then NAMTRE Norfolk, and then from NAMTRE he went to AIMD Norfolk, and then from AIMD Norfolk, after he finished his I-level tour, they decided he needed to go do some O-level stuff, and he went to Squadron HC-26, which then it was called HC-6, if I remember right. Did they have frogs there, or 860s?
I got there as they pushing the last frog out.
All right, so frogs, for those of you that know, they call them that because of the way the aircraft sits on the ground. I know Gunny over there knows what frogs are. So he was there. After he did the HC-6 tour and finished there, they said, well, maybe it's time for you to go do some more stuff here. So he did some additional training, so he went then to NAMTRE Oceana, and then from NAMTRE Oceana he did some I-level there at FRC Mid-Atlantic there, also in the same area. Now after that, they decided he pretty much needed to go do some real sea duty though, but while there at HC-6, it really was a sea tour, and it was a long one for him. He was there from about 2003 to 2009, so 6 years. While being there, he was deploying on Saipan, they knew that, so fortunately for him at that time, he met Kristen. However, what y'all didn't know is he was considering of asking Kristen to marry him. But after talking to Mom and Dad, we found out that it wasn't only Kristen, he was dating 3 other women at the same time. Now, the 3 other women, what I also found out is he asked each one of them to marry him too, and she was the only one that said yes. Sorry, Senior, I had to mention that. I honestly, I'm just kidding. I'm happy that she did say yes, because during that tour from the very beginning, of course, along came Ransom, and then later on Camden came. So for him, he did deploy. He did go on Saipan. He also deployed to Bahrain. He did that too. And then when he came back, and after he did that initial tour that I talked about, he came back to the same hangar again. He went to HSC-28 then, or HC-8, which was one of my old squadrons that I was in. So I know those, they sit right there in the same hangar together. Then after then, fortunately for us, he came to CNOT here in Pensacola. So again, I promised him, he asked me, he said, hey, if you're going to say stuff, please make it short and sweet. So I've kind of done that. Again, I wanted to lighten it a little bit here too, because fun, him, I'm always, as I'm talking to him, he's telling me about the working relationship he has with CMC, with Master Guns, but also with a lot of the mess. And there says a lot for the folks that are here. So I appreciate that. But I can't end my speech really without thanking you for wearing the cloth of our nation for 20 plus years. You couldn't do it without the support of the family and the folks that are here behind you. So definitely my hats is off to you. But before I go, I really would like to leave you with a quote. Okay, well maybe 2 quotes. But the first quote is, you know, it's not about when you're born or when you die, it's the dash in between. So that's the part that really matters, make it count. And then the last one I'll leave you with, so there are 2 most important days of your life, are the day you're born and the day you figure out why. So we're all here for a reason. So again, thanks. Best of luck to you and your family as you transition. Again, it's important to me to do this because, again, this is the ending of one chapter and the beginning of another one. So I can only wish you fair winds and following seas, and God bless.
Attention to award. Department of the Navy, this is to certify that the Secretary of the Navy has awarded the Navy and Marine Corps Commendation Medal Gold Star in lieu of 3rd award 2, Senior Chief Aviation Electronics Technician, Aviation Warfare, Richard K. Staszak, United States Navy. 4, Meritorious Service while serving as H-60 Integrated Product Team Lead and Training Program Manager at Center for Naval Aviation Technical Training, Pensacola, Florida, from November 2016 to June 2020. Senior Chief Staszak expertly managed 246 military and civilian instructors responsible for successful delivery of 173 courses to 14,100 Navy, Marine, and international military students at 3 learning sites. His exceptional leadership also reflected in a 100% ready for training status across 24 maintenance trainers and full implementation of 53 courses. Senior Chief Staszak's superior performance of duties highlighted the culmination of 20 years of honorable and dedicated service. By his dynamic direction, keen judgment, and loyal devotion to duty, Senior Chief Staszak reflected credit upon himself and upheld the highest traditions of the United States Naval Service. Given this 4th day of June 2020, signed, B.E. Hepstall, Captain, United States Navy, Commanding Officer, Center for Naval Aviation Technical Training. Certificate of Appreciation for service in the Armed Forces of the United States of America. Senior Chief Richard K. Staszak, USN. I extend to you my personal thanks and the sincere appreciation of our grateful nation for your contributions of honorable service to our country. You have helped maintain the security of the nation during a critical time in its history with a devotion to duty and a spirit of sacrifice in keeping with the proud traditions of military service. I trust that in the coming years you will maintain an active interest in the armed forces and the purpose for which you serve. Those who follow in your footsteps will draw inspiration from your commitment, dedication, and sacrifices made to ensure the protection of our American freedoms. My best wishes to you for happiness and success in the future. Signed, Donald J. Trump.
Ran out of steam.
Certificate of Appreciation from the United States Navy to all who see these presents. Greetings. To Kristen Staszak, by the authority vested in me, it is my pleasure to express the grateful appreciation of the United States Navy to you for your unselfish, patriotic, and devoted service during your husband's military career. Your unfailing support and understanding helped immeasurably to make possible his lasting contribution to the nation. To those who say a single man cannot make a difference, I say wrong. Your husband did. He made our Navy stronger and kept our nation safe. With his service to the Navy now complete, he will be able to spend more time with you in the future. The United States Navy thanks you, and I thank you. Given this 4th day of June 2020, signed, Brian E. Hepstall, Captain, USN Commanding Officer, CNAT, Pensacola, Florida. Yes, sir. Certificate of Appreciation from the United States Navy to all who see these presents. Greetings. To Ransom and Camden Staszak, by the authority vested in me, it is my pleasure to express the grateful appreciation of the United States Navy to you for enduring the frequent and long separation from your father, Richard, as he served his country. These months, indeed years, that he spent away from you constitute a clear and noble demonstration of his love for you and his family. You see, he left you in order to make sure that you inherited a safer world, a surer peace. To those who say a single man cannot make a difference, I say wrong. Your father did. He made our Navy stronger and kept our nation safe. With his service to the Navy now complete, he will be able to spend more time with you in the future. The United States Navy, both you and your father, for enduring these separations.
Take a photo. You did a great job. Okay, so we'll National Anthem. I'm gonna hold your hand like that, okay? Good job. Family photo. Family photo. Everybody up there. Just got that. Oh, you're in the middle. Yep. You're in the middle. Yep. Right. And then Skipper, you're in there for one, and then by themselves. Yep.
Just for one here on
Yes,
this
sir.
end. There we go. No tripping.
All right.
Everybody?
Yes, everybody.
Now get out of there, boss.
Command Master Chief retired Pat Conlon will now say a few words and will present the Chief Petty Officer Retirement Creed.
You have this day experienced what comes to all of us in the Naval Service. Because of your departure from the Navy, it no way terminates our relationship, regard, or obligation to the United States Navy and your fellow Chief Petty Officers. By law and by tradition, U.S. retirees are always on the road, ever ready to lend their service when need arises. The respect you earn as a chief was based on the same attributes you will carry in retired life. You should have no regrets. And carry into your retirement, you should not view your retirement as the end of an era, but as a form of independent duty. Remember that you have been and always will be an accepted member of the most exclusive of all maritime fraternities, that of the Chief Petty Officer. Active duty chiefs, salute you, and salute. Your retired chiefs welcome you, and we wish you the traditional fair winds and following season. Pretty good worker too. I love this guy. I don't know why.
My phone is old man.
Remember the goat story? No more stories.
Thank you, Master Chief. Ladies and gentlemen, Master Chief Hazelton will now present Senior Chief Staszak with a retirement gift. Prior to the awarding of the gift, there was one person who wanted to come up and say a few words outside of script. Steve.
Make it short.
I thought I was going to go at the end, but what I want to do is I just want to tell a short story about Rick. You know, he was a sophomore, maybe a junior in high school, and he came home one day and he just said, "Dad, I want to join the Navy." And I was shocked. I said, "Why?" I said, "You know, there's nobody in our family military. I don't know where it came from." I'll let him explain it, the inspiration behind it. But I said, just wait till you graduate from high school, then talk to me about joining the Navy. And you know, junior year, senior year, Dad, I still want to join the Navy. And I said, "Rick, you got to sit down and you got to tell me why you want to join the Navy." I just couldn't understand it. And he said, "Dad," he says, I know you work hard, and I see what you've attained, and I see what our uncles and aunts and family have worked hard to achieve." He says, "If I don't go to the Navy," he said, "I won't have any of that." He said, "I don't have the discipline." He said, "I'd be a second, third year freshman, just like my other friends." So I said, "You know what, Rick?" I said, "Good answer. You know, God bless, and thank the Navy for the discipline that it instilled in him. And you know, I commend you on establishing it, accomplishing things that we've all worked hard for in our life." So that's my short story about Rick.
Okay.
Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, Senior Chief Staszak. How do I top that one?
Well, tell us what inspired you. I still don't know what inspired you.
The fear of not joining inspired me. The fear of the So, first of all, Captain CMC, thank you so much. Wife, for making this happen. This is definitely not what we envisioned initially, and then it was off. And then obviously this turned out way bigger than we ever thought. Old man over there, I can't thank you enough for that. You feel the passion. It was impressive. Everybody else, thank you so much. Last minute, a lot of chiefs, a lot of people jumped through hoops that I don't even know about to make this happen. So I can't thank you enough. I'm watching you.
Y'all can't hear him, he's got to use a mic, so let me know out there.
Rick and Barbara Lee, wherever they're at, they definitely surprised. Thank you so much for the travels. Sorry we weren't, expecting all that stuff, but it's amazing. Mom, Dad, I can't thank you enough for everything growing up. Obviously led me here. She's already gone. I wish it was that easy before. No, I can't thank you guys enough, and it's awesome to have you. For the last 20 years, it's been the four of us. So blessed and thankful to have you guys down here with us now. So definitely looking forward to the future with that. Cammy? I love you, bro. Like that. I wish. No. Allergies are real bad out here. Rain. Come on, baby boy. No, hey. I was just,
They gave me a push.
like, there's no words. So the kids here from military families, you know what we go through. It's not ideal at all. We'll be here all day. You guys are amazing. You guys are kicking butt. I was gone a lot, probably for your benefits. Otherwise, God only knows where you'd be. So, there's nothing much else to say about that. Like, very proud of who you are, the young man you're becoming, the young lady you're becoming, the passion, the work ethic you have. Stop it, boo. Stop it. Babe. So, quick story. When I first met my wife, she told me I would never date a sailor. I had a couple Coors Lights and I confident said, you just haven't met the right one yet. 18 years later, we're still here. So, I mean, this is definitely tough. Highs and lows, we've been around. I can't thank you enough, bro. Truly thankful. Obviously, this kind of happened the way I work. Like, it's never pretty, it's never efficient. Not the most efficient, but it gets done. And that's usually coming up through the work of the sailors who made it work. Now, thanks to everybody here who had a part in it, and people just showing up to give my wife and my family the closure that they deserve. Baby girl graduated 5th grade, supposed to be graduation. Boy survived 8th grade, no graduation, so definitely thank you guys so much for giving my family what they deserve. So, that's all I got.
Flag detail. Post. Ladies and gentlemen, the ceremony you are about to witness honors our nation's most cherished symbol of freedom, the Stars and Stripes. The flag will ceremoniously be passed from one sailor to the next in the honor guard formation.
Flag detail. Halt.
I am the flag of the United States of America. My name is Old Glory. I fly atop the world's tallest buildings. I stand watch in America's halls of justice. I fly majestically over great institutions of learning. I stand guard with the greatest military power in the world. Look up and see me. I stand for peace, honor, truth, and justice. I stand for freedom. I am confident. I am arrogant. I am proud. When I am flown with my fellow banners, my head is a little higher, my colors a little truer. I bow to no one. I am recognized all over the world. I am worshiped. I am saluted. I am respected. I am revered. I am loved, and I am feared. I have fought in every battle of every war for more than 200 years. Gettysburg, Shiloh, Appomattox, San Juan Hill, the trenches of France, the Argonne Forest, Anzio, Rome, the beaches of Normandy, the jungles of Guam, Okinawa, Tarawa, Korea, Vietnam, the Persian Gulf, and scores of places long forgotten by all except those who were there with me. I was there. I led my sailors and Marines. I followed them. I watched over them. They loved me. I was on a small hill on Iwo Jima. I was dirty, battle-worn, and tired. But my sailors and Marines cheered me, and I was proud. I was at Ground Zero in New York City on September 11th as cowardly fanatics attacked America. I was raised from the ashes of once proud buildings by brave firefighters, heroes who risked their lives to save others, showing all that America, although bloodied, will never be beaten. Those who would destroy me cannot win, for I am the symbol of freedom, of one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. I have been soiled, burned, torn, and trampled on the streets of my own country. And when it is done by those whom I have served with in battle, it hurts. But I shall overcome, for I am strong. I have slipped the surely bonds of earth, and from my vantage point on the moon, I stand watch over the uncharted new frontiers of space. I have been a silent witness to all of America's finest hours, but my finest hour comes when I am torn in strips to be used as bandages for my wounded comrades on the field of battle. When I fly half-mast to honor my soldiers, and when I lie in the trembling arms of a grieving mother at the gravesite of her fallen son or daughter, I am proud. My name is Old Glory. Long may I wave, dear God, long may I wave.
Flag detail. Left, face. Flag detail. And salute. Ready, two. Flag detail. Right, face. Post.
AE1 Camarena will now read the watch.
For 20 years, this sailor stood the watch. While some of us were in our bunks at night, this sailor stood the watch. While some of us were in school learning our trade, this sailor stood the watch. As our families watched the storm clouds of war brewing on the horizons of history, this sailor stood the watch. He stood the watch for 20 years. He stood the watch so that we, our families, and our fellow countrymen could sleep soundly and safely each and every night, knowing that a sailor stood our watch. Today, we are here to say, shipmate, the watch stands relieved. Relieved by those you have trained, guided, and led. Senior Staszak, you stand relieved. We have the watch.
I will now read the Fleet Reserve certificate. This is to certify that Senior Chief Aviation Electronics Technician Richard Staszak has transferred from active duty to the Fleet Reserve of the United States Navy on the 4th day of June 2020 after 20 years of service. This certificate is awarded as a testimonial of faithful and honorable service.
Absolutely.
Senior Chief Staszak will now request permission to go ashore for the last time.
Hey, before he says this, I just want to again say thank you. I got all the attention. A lot of people travel far to get here, gave up whatever to be here, so I can't thank you guys enough. It means a lot. It truly does.
And again, before we do disperse, we're going to put a short video loop on inside of the house. He doesn't know about it, but a few of his shipmates from the past have sent videos to say hello, congratulations, goodbye. So we're going to put that on inside in case anybody wants to go inside and see the faces and hear the words of people who he affected directly. Ladies and gentlemen, this concludes today's ceremony. Rick and his family would like to thank all of you for sharing this occasion with them. You are cordially invited to the reception, which is being held at this very location. Thank you all. May God bless Senior Chief Staszak and continue to bless the United States of America. The end.